Hello YouTube, Chris Worden. Checking whether you could hear me or not. Channel is aimed at you to help you understand the minefield that can be insolvency in the UK. So if you're a small business owner struggling with business debts, please subscribe, please give us a like, please give us a comment, boost us up those YouTube rankings. Now, today's video is going to explain to you what to do if you can't afford to pay for an insolvency practitioner. Because there are many businesses in the UK today that are going to close the doors in 2021. So, when you go into liquidation, an insolvency practitioner needs to get paid. They're going to charge you between £4,000 and £8,000 plus VAT. That's the general rule of thumb. Anyone who's charging a little bit less, be sure to check that there's not a hidden sting in the tail after your appointment. You'll figure that out. You'll learn more about that on the video I did yesterday. But today's video is what you're going to do if you've got no money to pay an insolvency practitioner. Okay, so number one, you might be entitled to a director redundancy claim. If you've been registered on the payroll for over 2 years and you've worked more than 16 hours a week, you can claim director redundancy. Now, the headline figures, the average claim's £9,000, but that is dependent on things like age and service. If you've only been there 2 years, you'll be able to claim between sort of £4,000 and £5,000, but it should be enough to cover the cost of a liquidator's fees. Are there any assets in the company? If they've got assets in the company, vehicles, tools, plant machinery, a liquidator might be able to sell them to fund the cost of your liquidation. Number three, if you've got no cash, no director redundancy claim, no assets to sell, you may decide that you wait to be compulsory liquidated. I never, ever recommend anybody does this, but there'll be hundreds, if not thousands, that wait for the inevitable to happen over the next couple of years. A compulsory liquidation is when one of your creditors, they send demand letters. It could be the HMRC, it could be the bank, could be a supplier. They've tried to recover the funds and they've not been able to. So they'll issue your company with a winding up petition. Now, at the moment, there's a moratorium on winding up petitions, so it's not happening right now, but it's certainly in the post. When a winding up position is presented, your company's getting wound up in court, you go for your day in court. If you can't pay the debt, the court winds the company up and appoints the official receiver. Now, there's quite a few downsides to a compulsory liquidation. Number one is you've got no control. You've got no control over who you appoint or the timescale, and it reflects quite bad on you as a director. And if it's seen that you have made the the companies and people that you owes position worse, you could face personal ramifications as well. So it's not something to be taken lightly. But hey, if you've got no way, if you've behaved properly up until that point, you've got no way to pay for a liquidator's fees, that's going to be an option you may consider. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. Chris Word, thank you for watching. Goodbye.